Christmas. I feel I can probably say that now. Now, the object for my box this morning is my glasses. I'll put them on. Oh, that's better. I can see you. Well, I can see me, actually. That's how it works, all this kind of thing. But yeah, this is the object that I've taken from the box today as we are doing our Advent reflection. And my glasses enable me to see, and actually they enable me to see quite well. I can see very little without them. And with faith, we not only need, well, our physical sight is something, it's a gift that God has given us, but we also need to have different kind of eyesight, like a spiritual kind of eyesight, if you like, to see what God is doing. And we see a great demonstration of this in the passage today, which is from Luke chapter 1, verses 39 to 45, where we see Elizabeth noticing exactly what God is doing. Mary has gone to visit Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is heavily pregnant at this point with John the Baptist, and John the Baptist leaps in Elizabeth's womb, and she recognises that something is going on, and something is going on with Mary. Now, if you think of this situation where what's actually happened is Mary, who is betrothed to Joseph, so she's like engaged to him, but it means a little bit more significance than that. But she's not married to him yet. So the thought of Mary being pregnant would have actually been a bit of a scandal in that culture. But yet also at that time, Mary wouldn't have seemed pregnant. So she wouldn't, she was only just pregnant, so she wouldn't have looked pregnant. So Elizabeth firstly knew that Mary was pregnant. So that was something that obviously God had revealed to her. But secondly, her response to that is a response of blessing and encouragement, not a response of shaming. And actually, Elizabeth would have known that only the feeling of shame only too well, because she was older and she didn't have a child. And there was been a lot of shame in that culture to be married without a child. And so she would have gone through that. And now God has given her this amazing blessing of being pregnant with John the Baptist. But her response to Mary is a response which shows kindness, which shows acceptance, but it also shows just how much you can see what God is doing. And you can see how God is working in the upside down nature that we see in the kingdom of God. This is a pregnancy that for Mary should have brought shame, but actually is bringing honour to who she is, and honour so much that Elizabeth wants to bless her. Elizabeth's words and actions of blessing Mary shows how Elizabeth is open to God working in unexpected ways. Now, obviously, she's seen that in her own life as well. But also Mary's acceptance of what God is doing, or her belief, to use the words out of verse 45. Her belief that this would be fulfilled in her, what the angel has spoken would come true for her, shows an acknowledgement of God working through Mary in unexpected ways. Now, I don't know if you've seen recently the article from the BBC that's doing the rounds on social media about Pastor Mick Fleming from Burnley. And basically, I'll put the link below afterwards, but Pastor Mick Fleming was involved in crime and drugs, and then met God, and then through that now spends his life serving the poorest and the most in need in Burnley. Mick Fleming was unexpected, in the same way that Mary, in many ways, was unexpected. Elizabeth's pregnancy in old age was unexpected, but yet all of them are examples of God working through unexpected people in unconventional and unexpected ways. But how open are we this Christmas, and not just Christmas, but as we're in that season, how open are we to God working through unexpected people in our own lives? I think we can get used to maybe God using us, and we can always feel unexpected. It feels like, why would God use me in that situation? And he does. But how much are we like Elizabeth, allowing God to work through someone else who you wouldn't have expected? Maybe someone whose life that you can't quite believe has changed. Maybe someone who you think, oh, they're too young, or maybe they're too old, or they're not eloquent enough, or they talk too much, or they don't talk enough, maybe. But God chooses who God chooses. And the response from us is humility for who God has chosen, and to trust. So let's be open today to who God might want to use to speak to us, even if it is unexpected, even if it is an unexpected way, or even be open to which sections of the Bible that God might speak to us through today that we wouldn't have expected otherwise. Have a wonderful, well, I don't know how many days to Christmas, we're 21st, isn't it? So have wonderful 4 days now left till Christmas. And I hope after the news at the weekend that you are able to find some peace in what this Christmas is going to look like this year. Let's be open to what God will do through us today.